Oh, no, I'm not about to come on Beyonce's internet looking like this. Give me a minute. All right. I'm going to the title of the video. Stop working a bit. And I'm hoping that y'all can relate. Midlife crisis? Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to call on midlife for myself at 39 because that time's too. I'm not reach midlife yet. I don't know where to start in this video, but I'm gonna start. You see me not on a makeup, me not on nothing because let's get to that later. One of the things that I really want to talk about in this video is getting to a milestone birthday and feeling like you're not where you're supposed to be. 40 is, I'm staring down the barrel at 40. And every time I feel like my dead flat down on my face, I don't know, I turn around, I look around, and it's not really as bad as I think it is. Like, every time I think that I'm flat on my face, all I have to do is turn around and look around and say, well, this flat is a little higher than the last flat. So things not so bad. But I'm going to tell you something. You see, me, almost reached 40 now, and me, according to me, I'm not dead away yet. Yeah, that part there. The part that kind of mess with me. I'm coming on here to talk about that for two reasons in particular. One of them is that I'm just kind of tired of what I do. And I still enjoy some parts of it, but I want a change. I need a change. I need a big change. I need a big shake-up in my life. And so YouTube has always been one of the avenues that I wanted to explore more and more and more. And you know, every now and then I drop a video when we go out a road and we do something fun, or when me in the kitchen I cook, I might turn on the video and record. But to be honest with you, you know, it's not sustainable like that. I have to be consistent if I want to be a YouTuber, right? So here I am being a YouTuber, because one of the things why I haven't been a YouTuber is authenticity. And I come, I'm going to say, well, my life kind of boring right now. I'm going to get up and come on the computer and work. And it's just, there's not a lot going on. So what am I going to talk about on YouTube? And the truth is, I have a lot to talk about on YouTube. I'm afraid of putting myself out there. And I don't know where that come from. Like, once upon a time, I used to be the girl. When I left my very first job, the very first corporate job out of college, landed the job, left the job to go work at a big corporation, a big name brand corporation. It was a joke in the corporation, in the small job, because they used to say, somebody is going to leave us and go to work at this big corporation that was a name brand corporation at the time. And lo and behold, it was me. And I remember, you know, when you're leaving a place and, you know, they have dinner and everybody shares something about you. One of my friends who worked there with me said, you know, Monique, you always have that spirit where you just do things on a whim. You jump off and either you fall flat on your face or you fly. And I've lost that. And that is the whole part of where this whole midlife crisis thing I come from. I feel like I've lost that. There is one particular thing that I've always wanted to do with my life that I've been putting off for decades. Like, if you're a true friend of mine, you know what this is. Not decades, years. But if you're a true friend of mine, you know exactly what this is. And I have let fears, internal fears, plus the fears that other people have put on me, people who I love. And so I guess I trust the words that are coming out of their mouth, but they're not living my life. And so that one thing, I kind of feel like every time I put it away and I say, no, I'm going to focus, I'm going to do this instead, it finds a way to come back into my life and say, I'm still over here waiting on you to do this. Because we know, we meaning, you know, higher spirit, we know say this you want to do. And at this we kind of send you, we send you come down here to do this. So why you ignore it? So this is me deciding to be consistent on this channel and documenting that journey. I'm not going to say what yet. You're obviously going to know is what, because I'm going to document that journey from scratch. But if you're here, it's because I kind of feel like you feel the same way. Like, something in your life has to give. We are old people now. My daughter is almost a teenager. something in your life I forgive. And this is me knowing that I've always wanted to do this thing, but not met nobody, me, nor nobody else, stop me anymore. And that includes coming on this channel and talking when we want to talk. When I just started aridiva.com, which is a blog of mine, one of my very first blogs, I used to share content freely and wildly, and a lot of it was reckless, and I had to take them down. But there was a certain joy that I felt being able to share those parts of my life. And, things got so bad, though, because I was going through a stressful time at one point with that blog and oversharing, because that was the height of social media at the time, that I became afraid to share anything again, really. And it sucked the soul. Like, if you look on my Instagram page right now, I think I shared maybe 2 pictures from the start of the year. Like, I just feel like, anyways, let's not talk about what used to be. Let's talk about what is. And I've done this before. I've made this post before. I've said this before. But you fall down 10 times, you get up 11. That's what life is all about, right? Point number 2 of this whole midlife crisis thing. Point number 1 is me finding back my authenticity and going after that dream that I've always had and just doing it and not listening to anybody else. That's part of the reason why I'm not putting it in this video. I mean, close friends, if they watch this, they'll know. But I'm not take no word from nobody else this time. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Just to make a know right now. Nobody come to me. I'm just gonna do it. Part number 2 is I am to blame, of course, for this in its entirety, is procrastination and lack of consistency. Like, can I get an amen? Like, I know you're out there, you have a goal, you've been putting it off, you know what to do too. Like me, I want to grow a YouTube channel, or maybe I'll grow the YouTube channel if we not put up no video on YouTube. So, no more excuses. And so I have a bunch of unfinished projects. I don't know if that's the Sagittarius in me. When I start something, I'm going to get this brilliant idea, and halfway through, I just stop. I'm going to something else. Shiny new object syndrome. No more. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I'm going to finish all the projects that I have in the air that I still want to finish. And I'm going to start new ones and finish them. So until I do the big thing that I told you I was going to do, I have a bunch of smaller challenges coming up on the channel. So please, if you want to follow the journey, if you want to see how I'm going to dig myself out of this midlife crisis, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below and tell me if you relate to anything that I've said so far. And if you've gone through it, what were some of the things that you did to pull yourself out of it? Now, there's a third thing I want to talk about right now, and it's my mindset. I have been finding myself, honest to God, we can't get up out of the bed at daytime. And I've been starting to wonder if I'm going down that whole depression, medieval one, talk it. And it's just kind of debilitating. Like, I know what to do. I know I have work to do. I cannot get up out of bed and make myself do it. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, that ain't me. Where does it come from? It's my mindset, and something there needs to change too. I have a thing where, and everybody has this particular thing. If Tom Brown out a road to something to you, you brush it off your back. But if someone in your life who you really hold to high regard has a criticism for you, and it's supposed to be probably constructive criticism, I just take it, and it breaks me almost. It takes me years to kind of like put it down and say that's a freedom opinion, or maybe take the good from it and say, maybe I could work on this. But there have been comments said to me throughout the course of my life that break me. And I'm not going to share, I'm not going to say yet. But part of me restarting this YouTube channel is kind of pushing through the chatter of everybody else and refocusing on me and the things that bring me joy and doing what I want to do, and saying to, all the haters, they're not haters. These are people that I love. That's why I take their comments to heart so much. But no more. And it's not as easy as just saying no more. But today's day one. And in our life, we have 511 million day ones, and today is another day one. So here's to changing my mindset. Here's to kicking procrastination and inconsistency to the curb. That's going to be another little, habit forming to do as well, because it's not like I got up yesterday and I was procrastinating. I've been doing this all my life. And so you've got to work on it all your life to be better. Even when you're 80, you're still working to be better at something. And here's to getting out there and doing that one thing that I've always wanted to do. I've started putting little breadcrumbs out there of preparing for that. I can't wait. I hope it goes well. But me done ramble for now. This video has gone on long enough as just a talking head video. And, there's not a lot to say in this video. I'm just saying that I feel myself going down the barrel of having that midlife crisis. And when people see me do the thing that I'm going to do, they're going to be like, yeah. Well, not the people who know me. They know me that I used to be the girl. Certainly not anymore. That jump off and build the wings down as you're falling, and eventually you fly. And I want to become her again. And it's not going to happen continuing along the path that I've been. And so there must be a massive shakeup, So stay tuned and let me know down in the comments. Let's build a community. Let's chat. Let me know if you relate to anything that I say. And give me any advice that you have for me. I'm willing to hear your thoughts on what I've put out there so far. This is Monique. See you next time. Walk good.